Hello. So I'm here coming at you, a huge movie fanatic Nate, of course, coming at you for a little bit of news updates. So something I just recently learned about, which is kind of cool. Basically, as it turns out, Lionsgate, of course, which is the big, huge, company or whatever that does movies and distributes movies and all this and that, is actually doing a really kind of cool idea, a Blu-ray series that's, I think debuting in September and continuing with releases going on in October and who knows how long thereafter. They're coming out with something called Vestron Video Collector Series, which is really cool, which is something that just came completely out of left field and something that I never would have imagined would ever happen. Basically, I figured, and I'm not exactly sure, my assumption is that Vestron Video is no longer, but this is kind of just, they're calling it this because these titles they're releasing were, originally debuted on home video under the Vestron Video label, or the banner, or I guess the video label from the back in the day. It's my understanding, or my assumption that Vestron Video no longer exists, but they're just using the logo, the classic logo from the early to mid 80s, and the name and stuff on this artwork, which is really cool. So basically Lionsgate has this, like a handful of Blu-ray releases that they're going to put out, like I say, in September or October, in a kind of a cool numbered sequence, with some mostly like genre titles at this point. So the first one, number one in the Vestron Video Collector Series, is Chopping Mall, which I think is making its Blu-ray debut. I'm not a huge fan of Chopping Mall. I mean, I got it on DVD, previously viewed probably at Half Price Books. I'm not a huge fan of it, but obviously for fans of this particular title, it's pretty exciting to see this come to Blu-ray. It's not really clear yet what the quality is to be expected like on this release, or what the special features are, but nonetheless, for fans of this film, that's really exciting. The second, the second release under this Vestron Video Collector Series is a title by the name of Blood Diner, which I've never seen, but I've heard of. Obviously, I've probably seen the original Vestron Video VHS cover in video stores growing up and stuff, but for whatever reason, well, the movie probably didn't really interest me. I never did see this movie. The other titles that are coming out under this Vestron Video Collector Series banner are Waxwork double feature, basically Waxwork 1 and 2 on one releases, from what I can understand. I think I saw Waxwork back in the day. I don't think I was too terribly impressed by it. I mean, I never really saw it again, or I never owned it or anything like that. So it'd be interesting to revisit it, but I'm not necessarily gonna buy it. Another title coming out under this Vestron Video Collector Series label has been announced, is Return of the Living Dead 3, something that I remember coming out on video in, I believe it was the early 90s, and not having seen, Return of the Living Dead 1 or 2 at that point, I don't think I saw 3, but I did see trailers for it on other titles, I think. Not really, by the cover that came out at the time, I wasn't really interested in that kind of just whatever nasty ass, appearance of, I think that girl who was on the cover just didn't interest me, so this title never interested me. And lastly, and this is no particular order for these last titles, I'm saying the last title that is currently has been announced for release on the Vestron Video Collector Series is none other than a movie that, in my opinion, really doesn't need to be on Blu-ray or anything, of any kind of high definition format, or should never really have existed in the first place, which is Chud 2. Bud the Chud. I cannot imagine that there's going to be a whole lot of market for Chud 2 on Blu-ray, but whatever, it's their dime at Lionsgate to make these titles or whatever. Obviously, I'd be much more interested in the Chud. I buy the original Chud on Blu-ray. I've got the Anchor Bay DVD, but I mean, I'd pay money for Chud on Blu-ray, but I don't know who the hell in their right mind is going to pay money for Chud 2 on Blu-ray. So that's just a little bit of home video news that I just became aware of within the last week or so. Like I say, I think the first two titles to come out, Chopping Mall and Blood Diner, might be in September. I think Waxwork Double Feature 1 and 2 might be in October. Obviously, you can check these dates for yourself online by searching these particular titles and get all the nitty-gritty details as they develop, but I just thought it was really cool, particularly with, you know, the classic Vestron video on the, you know, the cover art. And whoever thought in a million years you'd actually be able to have Blu-rays on your shelf with a Vestron video logo on the spine, you know, as it appeared in the early to mid 80s. That's really kind of cool. And like I said, I don't think Vestron video necessarily exists anymore. I don't really, that's why this is really weird to me that they'd even bring up, you know, Vestron video in this release. But once again, these are basically, you know, all releases that I don't think have ever been on Blu-ray before, but they were all originally released on the home video format on VHS and probably Laserdisc by Vestron Video back in the day. So that's why this is, you know, obviously called the Vestron Video Collector's Series. So kind of a bit of, ironically, I'm not really interested in any of these titles, or at least for the prices that they're currently going for on pre-order now. I mean, you know, Chopping Mall just came down from like $40 to like $27 right now. So hopefully, I mean, I would even probably pay $20 for Chopping Mall, maybe $10 on Blu-ray or something like that. But hopefully these prices will come down, because that's kind of astronomical. But I wanted to share this bit of, you know, cool, like, retro news for you, because being a child of the 80s and stuff like that, it's kind of cool to see this, you know, Vestron Video name and logo, like, you know, kind of brought back into the modern day era of Blu-ray and stuff. So just thought I'd share this little bit of news for you, or with you, and thanks a lot for watching. We'll catch you next time.